Okay, everybody. So weights, and I'm just going to type this in the chat one more time. All of the things you need are in the chat. All right, so the playlist has not started yet. So no worries if you haven't gotten it up or anything. Last thing about the playlist is if you don't have Spotify Premium, it's going to play it shuffle, which is fine. All right. Hi. Let's bring ourselves to our space. We're just going to do a little shakeout. So let it be as weird as you want it to be. I'm totally fine with being weird. In fact, most of you know that. I am weird. Weird is good. So just kind of notice if you're holding any tension and see if you can kind of let it go. And we're just going to meet with our feet on the mat, shoes optional. Inhale the arms overhead. And then exhale, fold forward. Let the knees soften here and just let the arms drape towards the ground. Maybe shift your weight from foot to foot. And then we'll neutralize and we'll stack our spine to roll. So if you'll notice from the side, I'm just really giving it a chance to spread out. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. And exhale, fold forward. Good. Fold a little bit deeper, bend the knees a little bit more, maybe have the feet a little wider. And then when you're ready, roll yourself up to stand. Last one, because 3 is the magic number. Inhale the arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe take an even deeper bend in the knees. Maybe soften and strengthen in each side of the body. And then when you feel ready, rise up and shake it off. Okay, so we are going to get started. First thing I'm going to have everybody do is walk over to your playlist and hit play in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Come back to your space. And we're going to get started with the warm-up, total body. All right? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Feet wide apart. We take it. Squat, pulse, rise, drive the arms back. Squat, pulse, rise, drive the arms back. Hi, Umi. Drop. And exhale, squeeze. Awesome. 2 more. Drop. And exhale, squeeze. 1 more time. Drop. And exhale, squeeze. Roll those shoulders. Open the arms. We're going to take it wide. So if you feel like we've just entered 1989 with this side tap, well, welcome. Just remember, the more we keep ourselves in a box of like, oh, gotta be perfect, the less we let our creativity start to really flow. So I say get weird. 4, 3, 2, half jacks right here. Open up on the right and the left. I'm already feeling it. Good. Roll your shoulders back. And I know a couple of people entered just a hair late. So playlist is in the chat. What else? Venmo information, all that jazz. Take it 2 more times. 1, other side, 2. I want you to back it up to the back of your mat. Once you're there, right knee opens out and kicks. Open out, front kick. So it's a lesson in trying to balance on the left foot. Is it okay if I tap my toe to the floor? Answer equals yes. Woo! Switch. Balancing on the right, take the left knee up and out and kick. Yeah! Woo! This side's harder. Woo. You're breathing, you're smiling, you're having fun. We've got 2 more. Stand tall. Notice if you're starting to wing out. Last one. Good. Bring the feet about mat width apart, soften the knees. Walk it out to a downward dog. Good. Bend the right knee and the left knee. So you can get a little sassy here. Press the chest back for 8, 7, 6. Last 3, 2. Right foot steps forward outside the right hand. Reach, twist, place, come back. Reach, twist, place, come back. 1 more time, both sides. Open, twist, return, place. 1 more time on the left. Reach, open, come back to plank. Awesome. Knee in right and left. So from the side, you're keeping your weight forward. as you draw the knee into the heart for 4, 3, 2, set the knees down, wring out the wrists. Good, and then from here, we're just gonna get a little funny with this wide grip row in a kneeling position. Abs in tight, careful you're not doing anything with the upper body like this. You wanna keep it pretty stationary. Awesome. 4 times, this is 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, roll those shoulders back again. Roll them forward. Good, bring yourself to your screen. Quick sip of water if you need it. So team, we have 5 blocks of work. First block is cardio block. No weights required, shoes optional. Everything's 45 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and 4, little break. 1, 2, 3, and 4, real break. Yes? Yes. 3, 2, 1. We start with a squat, side bend, and switch. Come with me. So you're dropping into your squat. You're driving knee to meet elbow. Find a little contraction on the side body of the lifting leg. So I will say this. You've got 4 45-second intervals right in a row. Multi-planar, multi-dimensional. No break. Okie dokie. If you need a break, you take a break. 4, 3, 2. Meet me in plank position. This was part of the warm-up. Right foot forward, right arm reaches up, switch. So it's a fairly quick transition, unlike the warm-up. From the side, right foot steps outside the right hand, I open. Good. This is the world's greatest stretch, according to me. So, if it's not working for you, hold your plank. Try tapping a foot forward. Try tapping the other foot forward. You can always lower the knees between those things. Cardio facing the floor is really hard, but that's why they call it working out, yeah? 3, 2, 1. Stand up at the top of your mat, find chair pose. Awesome, hands in front of the heart. I'm gonna tap your toes out to the side. Now, if you wanna get a little more creative with this, start to travel it back and forward. Yeah, so if you want even more, well, let's add a little twist. Yeah. So not only am I adding the element of travel, I'm also adding the element of upper body twisting. So for me, because my shoulder is feeling a little funky today, I'm not going super hard on my twisting. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Step your right foot forward, left foot back, guard your face. High, low, punch, return, jump switch. Come with me. High, low, switch. High, low, switch. High, low, switch. Bandy, I'm not jumping. Then you step switch. Right? Guard your face. Front arm jabs. Head, belly. Head, belly. Good, almost there. So we're starting with that cardio block. You're gonna get a 25-second rest in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Simple, keep it simple. We don't need to complicate things to make it feel like something in the body. So in your second round, which is coming in 18 seconds, you're gonna go harder. You're gonna get deeper. And if you don't feel like you're ready for that, you stick to what works. Hands on the screens. We got this. All right, come back to your space. Where do we start? Squat, side bends. Here we go. Squat, draw. Make it bigger. Make it bolder. Really emphasize that side bend, right? Drop in. Again, if you want to see this from the side, your profile, I'm dropping, make sure the knees don't come forward. You want to keep the weight in the heels, wiggle the toes out. Then as you come up, Pull that knee in. Pull that knee in. Use the exhale to drive. So you're opening up one side, you're contracting the opposite. You got it. Abs in super tight, brace and lace. 3, 2, join me on the mat, hands down. Step it back, open, optional here. Jump, open, return. Jump, open, return. If the jumping isn't working, step switch. But can you open up even deeper? Feel the front of the chest peel towards the sides of your room. Good, you got 20 more seconds. Pull open. Good. There is a soft bend in my back knee for those of you that cannot see it here. So I step it. Notice that knee is not on the floor, but I am opening up from that chest cavity. Jump, switch in, open. We stand back up to chair pose. It could be anywhere on your mat, fists in front of the heart, drop in, tap and switch. Now, to make this harder, what can I do? Get lower. I want you to imagine you're balancing a water bottle on top of your head as you make that weight transfer from the right toes to the left toes. Good, now if you want, start to add the element of travel. Start to add the rotation, right with left with right. And again, if you're not jumping, you step tap. You step tap. Crawl, walk, jog, run. Last element. Right foot, boom, boom, jump switch, boom, boom. And start to feel your breath, right? So in kettlebells and boxing, all right, so start to engage through the breath work. Breath work is the key to ab work. So if you can't hear your breath, start. There's no wrong answer. Mandee, where do I breathe in and out? Babe, you're a human being. Just breathe and make it forceful. High, low, high, low. Your punch doesn't have to be crazy, right? I'm not a boxer by nature, but I am moving my arms and that's good for me, right? You're done in 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay, you get a full minute to recover. You should need it. Listen, if you're like, I didn't work that hard. Well, I've got awesome news. You're gonna get an opportunity to return to this exact cardio in block 3. But now we move into block 2, which is our strength block. So those weights, I'm using 5s, 8s, and 12s are what we'll need. We're gonna start with a single leg deadlift. This is why we warmed up on those single legs. Important cue here, knee needs to stay soft. You do not want to straighten it out so much that you feel a twinge in the back of your knee. All right, so more bend, the better, but we are hinging at the hips. I am gonna grab my heaviest set of dumbbells, my 12s. They're at my sides. Are we ready? Balance on the left foot. I'll do this sideways. And we have a 45-second single leg deadlift here. Inhale your way down. Ooh, I'm rusty. Exhale, rise up. Added bonus, if you cannot let that right foot touch the floor. I'm squeezing the gluteal, my butt cheek, of my standing leg. Option to flex or point the toes of your floating leg. Inhale down and rise up. Mandee, why are you moving so slow? Well, because this is my pace today. And guess what? Every day is different. Honor that. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, switch your feet. I know, right? There is no perfection, but there is progression, right? I progress every time I come back to my mat. Every time I come back to a workout, I try to do better. I try to push harder, but I try to stay in the frame of mind of a child, just playing around and being super kind to myself, right? Mental health, so important. Inhale, you're down. Exhale to rise. And we can apply that same boxer breath, right? Inhale down and shh on the way up. You're done in 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna keep these dumbbells, feet nice and wide apart. I'm gonna show this to you sideways. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, row and rise. We're gonna do this together. Hinge, wide row, and rise. Hinge, single wide row, bilateral, meaning both arms at the same time. My gaze, my drishti, my focal point, is down between my toes because my back, including my neck, because that's part of my back, just ask Kia, is neutral, it's flat. Good, you got 8 more seconds. So 2 lower bodies, 2 upper bodies, we got this. 3, 2, stand tall. Bring your feet a little closer together. Upright row, you're like, but Mandee, didn't we just do rows? I know, it's called a superset. It's called a superset, it's good for you. Anything with the word super in it, right? Supermarket, superset. So exhale the way up. It's almost like, for those of you from the Midwest or Boston, you are zipping up a huge parka all the way to your chin because you don't want to not include the neck, right? Anybody from Chicago here? You know what I'm talking about. You're like, yeah, you're make sure you're gonna cover your neck and your ears too. But unfortunately, it doesn't apply right now. So just do this. Super close. You got 4 seconds. Finish the left arm and rest. Good, set your dumbbells down. You get a 30 rest. So that's effort number 1 in block 2. Those 4 actions we'll do again, okay? So about that, if you're like, man, I could do heavier weight, go grab another set of dumbbells. Hey, if you don't have dumbbells, can you move quicker? Can you add a little calf raise, right? And I can demonstrate that for you when we get there. Team, you're gonna pick your dumbbells back up. Timer starts now. Now this time I'm gonna balance right foot. Why did I do that? Because the last time I started, I balanced on my left. So I could tap my left toes. I could keep them elevated, right? I'm just hinging and rising. And I hesitate to say the word just because it's not just. Everything is involved in a single leg deadlift. I can feel my abdominals. I can feel my lats. I can absolutely feel that standing leg. I can feel my butt cheek. I'm just changing my vantage point for you so you can see what's happening with my back. I'm not allowing for my back to curl like a turtle. I want to keep my chest tall. Switch the feet, please, and keep on trucking. And squeeze. So you might notice, man, I'm so much better on one leg than the other. That is super normal. I know that's true for me. So when that happens, slow it down. It's not a race. It's really just you versus you. So why not be kind, but also work for it, yeah? Good, you got about 8 seconds left on the left. Whew. And you might notice some of the reps are better than other reps. Just keep giving it your all. 5. Upper body focus. We're gonna do 2 rows at the base. So I'm adding in another row. So feet flat, hinge, pull 1, pull again, and rise from the side. Back is flat, knees are soft. Elbows aim for the ceiling. They aim for the ceiling again. And I squeeze my butt cheeks to rise. The wider the feet, the stabler the base. So if I were to say, I want to go harder, well, then I would do feet together. And rise. I can feel the difference immediately. Use the breath. Again, from the side, my feet a little closer together. Back is flat, abs are drawn. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Now, I want to go harder. Then I'm going to do 2 unilateral, 1 bilateral. So pull right, pull left, pull both. Now, notice while you're here, you're not locking the back of your knees. I have what I would call an athletic stance in the body. Meaning, I have a soft bend in the knees, ribs laced, abs drawn in. Good, you got about 12 more seconds. Then we get a minute rest. Now here's what's happening in block 3. In block 3, we're putting all 8 of these activities, cardio and strength, together, rest. So you'll do 1 set of each, starting at the top with the squat to side bend, finishing at the bottom with the upright row. Bilateral 1, unilateral 2. Sound like a plan? Everybody feeling good? Let's all grab a quick sip of water. So we are 2 blocks down. We have 5 blocks, which means we have 3 blocks left. All blocks are 8 minutes, about 7 minutes and 30 seconds, really. But who's counting? Me. I'm a time junkie. So we're going to start body weight, but make sure your weights are nearby for the second foursome. So we go right in a row, 45s of each, starting with cardio. Timer starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Squat, side bend. I do not care how fast you go if you're not getting a deep squat. So if you're like, the less range of motion, the more muscle involved. So if you can really beef up the range by dropping into those hips, driving into the elbow and knee, you're going to benefit more. Now, that's not saying if you have an injury, that's if you're feeling healthy. So dropping low, 4, 3, 2, come down to your mat, and here we go. It's a step, open, center, switch. I like this cardio move because, one, I really hate core. I hate planks. So this kind of keeps me distracted about the planking. And then I'm going to start to breathe. Open up that chest. There's a ton of back work today, if you didn't notice that already. But I'm a huge fan of working the back. Why? Because we sit, we drive, we eat. Everything is forward. This is an opportunity to strengthen the back and open the chest. 2 and 1. Stand up in the chair, fist in front of the heart. Taps. Okay. Okay, quads. All right, so from the side, what's happening with my back? It's flat. Does it look better to do it this way? No. So I want you to kind of stick out your bum, but draw your navel in and see if you can sit a little bit lower. We're a little over halfway done, and add the twist. Right? I am feeling this one, guys. TrueStory.com. Check out the website. This is 3, 2, and 1. Left foot forward. Guard your face. Up, down. Switch. Woo, woo. Right? Mandee, I'm not jumping. Step switch. Step switch. Can you imagine your opponent is Andre the Giant? So you are aiming as high as you can, and then you're trying to get his kneecap, and then switching all the way up to the chin, down to the kneecap, and switching. Good, good, good. Yes. Nice, Elaine. Good, Shirley. You're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. You get a rest. 30 seconds. Oh my gosh. So we never see that cardio foursome again. What's next? The strength foursome. Come back to that, yeah? So you want to make sure you have your heavy dumbbells around. We go in about 8 seconds. Check in on your posture. Shake anything out that feels like it needs to be. We're going to start with that single leg deadlift. I'm going to balance on my left first. 2, square the hips, and 1. Let's go. I like to flex my back foot as if I were trying to tap the back wall with the heel energy of that floating leg. This doesn't have to be super complex to make it extremely beneficial for the body. See how many you can do in a row without letting that foot touch the ground. Added bonus, right? Mandee, single leg balance is really hard for me. Can I have a modification? Yes. I dig that toe down and I rise. So notice how I never even lifted that foot? Staggered stance works. Switch your feet, please. Right foot now in front, hinge. Gaze, drishti, focal point, down at the toes on the descend, rising back up to stand, looking forward. So your neck stays neutral the entire journey of the range. Squeeze the heck out of that butt cheek in the balancing foot. Are you rolling to the outer edge? Can you push down through the big toe ball mound? And if you're really struggling, put yourself on hardwood floor, take the shoes off. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Next up, feet wide apart. Hinge, double wide grip row, and rise and squeeze. Hinge. Mandee, I'm just gonna do 1 row. Cool, I just did 1 row too. Maybe I vary it up. Maybe I do 2 here. And then maybe the next time I just do 1, right? It's practitioner's choice because I certainly can't come through the screen and make you do anything, but I can certainly encourage you to. So keep trucking. You've got 15 seconds to go. You're having fun, you're glad you're here, you're smiling, or you're not smiling, all good. And I didn't do my row, but you get the point. Feet a little closer together. Single arm, both arms. Exhale happens on the way upward. Now, and here's the reason. I'm fighting gravity. The weights want to come down to the floor. I pull and use my force out of my abdominals. That's my exhale, right? Good. We are almost done with these 4 activities, and then we move into block 4, which is back to cardio. 4 brand new moves coming straight out the kitchen. We on a mission. This is 3, 2, drop off the dumbbells and celebrate because you're done with that block. So far, so good. I am really, my whole back body is burning. So block 4, 4 cardio movements. While you're resting, while you're grabbing the sip of water, while you're petting your animals, please take a quick look. So we're back to cardio. This means we're doing body weight actions. We're gonna start with our fast feet. When you hear me say twist, you turn and touch the floor, you come back. The next time I say twist, you go to the other side. Mandee, I'm not jumping. In that case, you're just gonna lift off the heels. And when you hear me say twist, you're gonna pivot, touch the floor, come back to lift off the heels. That's effort 1. We'll talk about the rest when we get there because it's a little more complex. Are we ready? Say yes. This is 3, 2, welcome to block 4. Fast feet, twist, twist. Shake it like a Polaroid picture, twist, twist. I'll show this to you from the side. See, my back is flat, twist, twist. You got it. You got about 15 more seconds. Can you get lower in your fast feet, but can you get softer? So if you're working out with your husband or a friend or your cat, they cannot hear you landing your feet. This is 4, 3, twist, 2, and 1. Good. Separate your feet off your mat. Good. Swing your arms, drop. Swing your arms, drop. Swing your arms like you're creating a big windmill. Zoop, zoop. So if you have any over the head shoulder impingement stuff, a modifier of this action would be to make it right in front of the heart. Wash the car, drop lunge. So this is just the first time. We go again, right? I'll show you progression next round. If you want to go for it, you just jump switch it. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Pretend you're jump roping. It's an acting class. And then start to dig the heels. Mandee, again, not jumping. Then you just dig here, low impact. Otherwise, travel around your room. You know, it doesn't have to be front to back. Could be circular. You're driving the heels. Why would I do that? It's a nice stretch through the posterior chain of the back, right? So it's a stretch, calves, hamstrings. Holy cannoli. I cannot catch my breath today. 5, 4, 3, 2, step to the top of your mat. Serve arms, out to the side. Open up the arms, open up the legs. So I'll show this to you from the side. Feet together, knees soft. It's a sumo squat. I'm peeling open the arms as I step my feet nice and wide apart. My arms are doing one of these numbers. So with the arms, you're serving 2 trays of drinks. LaCroix, something else. Root beer float, whiskey neat. Could be anything, right? 3, 2, don't spill it though. 1, rest. Okay, so we get to do that again. All right. Are you guys still having fun? Just a little bit? No? Ruth? You guys, Ruth is dancing and I'm into it. Sarah, are you dancing? All right, okay. Nice, Amanda. All right, to the top in 3, 2, fast feet with me. Twist, 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 twist. Listen, it's all 45 seconds. You still have 30 seconds left. Can you twist? Get lower. Twist. Shirley, you got it. Twist. Twist. Doesn't have to be perfect, but don't give up. Don't give up. Twist. Get lower. Twist. Twist. Maybe if you're working out with your husband, Amy, you can give him a little high five when you twist. Twist. And good. Next up, I don't memorize anything, as you can clearly tell. So bring your feet wide apart. Big circle, drop. Big circle, drop. Woo! So notice as I add that higher impact leg, I do less with the arms. If you're doing the low impact leg, which was from the first round, I invite you to get into the arms, right? There's no such thing as perfect. If your arm circles look different than mine, that's because you're not me and I'm not you. Yep. 2 and 1. Next, heel dig jump rope. Oh my gosh. I was talking to Janine before this class started, and I was like, I got the jitters about working out on camera because it's been like 6 weeks. So thanks for coming back. It's been nice to have a lot of communication during the holidays. So can you pick up your jump rope? Now, bigger arms. Get into the arm work, right? Cardio is not just for legs and heart. Get those arms. Good. Step to the top of your mat. Server arms. Open out. Open out. Drop into those hips. So again, showing this to you profile. My hips, if you just noticed, are going just as low as my knees. Maybe I can open my arms out here. Right? Just notice if you feel this in your knees, you may want to start with a little bit of a space between your feet. Drop down. And then step your feet in and then start to pick it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 minutes of cardio over. Rest. Oh my gosh. Anybody that's ever taken like a first aid AED, staying alive, they use that. I hope that they update that with this track instead. It's a little, although the Peaches documentary, if you didn't see it, watch it, and I dare you not to cry. There's that. So, enough being off topic, back to the work. Last strength, last block. This is what I get for like having to think about all these things. Last block of work, this is all strength. You're gonna want your light and mediums. I'm grabbing my 5s and my 8s and bringing them down to the floor. 5s and 8s, down to the floor. Modified side plank with reverse fly. So I'm gonna set my 8s down and I use 1 5. I've got my right knee down, right hand down. I'm gonna fly the arm open and return to twist. Fly and twist through. So from the front, so you can see this, I'm opening up my arm to the ceiling, I'm looking at it, I'm twisting it through, outside my tricep of my right. Open and twist. I could float my left foot for more of a challenge, right? So floating it would be up, or I can keep it on the floor. So first round, no need to overcomplicate things. Just working to the best of my ability, working the middle of my back. Switch it out. Left knee down, left hand down, right foot down. Open, look at it, squeeze my butt cheeks. Twist, sounds like a Monday night to me. Inhale, exhale, look at it, squeeze my butt cheeks. You know, just imagine what it's like to be married to me. Oh my gosh. Oh, comedy hour. It's free, you know? Last 12 seconds. Inhale to twist through, exhale to peel open. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, drop off that 5-pound weight. Next up, bring out the wrists, and we have flies. We just did flies, but these are chest flies. We did reverse flies, so the exact opposite. Bring the legs to tabletop. Let the head rest. Arms peel open and pull in. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. This is a core-focused, strength-based activity. My arms are flying in and out right at my nipple height. Not to be, super technical here, but if they're up by your chin, you're not gonna get that main chest group. So really focus on keeping it right in the middle of the chest. I can elevate my head to make this more core-focused. We'll do that next round. 2 and 1. Last action. You don't need weights. You're gonna lie down on your stomach. This is why I asked if anybody was pregnant. So if anybody's pregnant, I'm gonna show you what else you can do. You're gonna start with your hands in alignment again with the nipples. Keep the feet down, lift the chest, lift the palms. Reach the palms in front of you, pull back and return. Lift off the chest, neck is long, right? We've been talking about this flat back today. So if you cannot see this, or if you're pregnant, you're gonna be in all fours. You're gonna reach one arm and pull, return that arm, reach the other arm and pull, return that arm. We're working the lats here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is your rest between the sets. This is your 30 seconds rest. So the reason why I grab my 8s is so that I can progress in weights, in load to the spine. So on this next round, I'm gonna bump it up with the 8 and 8s, okay? You can join me with that, or you can stay where you were last time. But this is our final 3 minutes of work before we stretch. Okay, timer starts in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna lift off that top leg, pull, and twist. Shh. And twist. Shh. Now, you are not just letting yourself really drive back. It's literally right over the chest cavity. Don't go back too far because then you're pulling that shoulder just a little bit out of its socket. We want to maintain that integrity in that shoulder head, okay? All good if you did it a couple times, but if you have heavier dumbbell this time, really mindful of that. We're gonna switch sides in 2 and 1. So I'll show this one to you front side. So got one foot down, I'm gonna lift that leg up, punch the arm directly over the chest, twist through, see behind you, return. See how hard that is to balance? It's a core focused, strength-based activity. So although it's the upper body focus, what else is working? Outer thigh, hips, abdominals, erectors. You're welcome. Pleasure is mine. You're there in 5. Give me 4 more. Good, give me 3 more. You got time. Give me 2 more. You got 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Grab your second dumbbell. Come down to your back. So I showed that progression to you last round. My head is lifted, my legs in table. I could flex my foot. Arms peel open and back through center. Bilateral, right? Because we just did 2 unilateral things. If this hurts your neck, you're going to set your head back down. If you want to make it harder, open, extend the legs, pull back through center. Ooh, ouch. Don't pinch your thumb. Inhale. Now, if you're doing this harder version and your lower back is just popping off the mat, come back to the regular version of this. You want to train your core instead of letting your back flip off the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Set the dumbbells down, flip over onto your belly. Now, if you're doing the modified version, you could use a light dumbbell and switch. Otherwise, hands in alignment with the chest, feet down. Squeeze your butt cheeks. You're pressing your pubic bone down. Lift, float the palms, reach, pull. Now, let's see if we can stay up and do a few pulls and then return to the mat. So we're doing 2 extra ones while we're up. Lift, float, reach, pull 1, pull 2, pull 3, and return. Hello, back body. You're done in 3, 2, and that, my friends, is time. So let's all come on over to our playlist and hit the last track. So once you're back there, should be a track by Tweet. So once we're into that track, we're gonna stretch. So if you need to leave, it's 1:15 by Jackie, then do your thing. Otherwise, we're gonna spend the next 2.5, 3 minutes to stretch. Okay? So when you're ready, let's stay standing. Bring the feet wide apart. Take the hands to the hips. Just move them around in a circle. Yeah. I love this stretch. People always look at you weird when you're doing it, but the cool news is the only people that are watching me aren't people, they're cats. Well, that's questionable, right? I think cats are aliens. That's for another conversation for another time. So I'm just kind of moving those hips around. I feel a nice little juiciness along the inner thighs, hips and glutes. Good. When you're ready, heel toe the feet a little closer together, soften the knees. Take the left fingertips towards the floor, bend into the left knee, and reach up with the right arm. Bring out that right wrist. Yeah. Return through the mat. Switch the knee. So now I'm bending into the right fingertips down, lift up, twist, and bring it out. Good. When you're ready, bend both knees, turn the toes out. Let's get low into the legs. Little malasana, wide yogi's squat. If this doesn't feel good, another modification for this one's going to be forearms on the knees. Yeah. Good. And then when you're ready, we're just going to sit down onto our glutes. Awesome. Once you're down on the glutes, bring your feet nice and wide apart. Drop your knees over to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Drop into that shoulder head. And then pull out and switch. Whew. Lots on the hips, lots on the shoulders here. One more time, both sides. Breathe. And one more time over to the right. Good. When you're ready, bring those feet directly forward, reach the arms up, and fold over the legs. I like to flex my foot here so I can feel a deeper stretch through my hamstrings. But if you feel it so intensely that it's a little too much, bend your knees and you'll feel it more in that lower back. Good, one more stretch and we'll call it. So when you're ready, go ahead and sit however you feel comfortable sitting. Once you're seated in a comfortable position, roll the shoulders back, and then we're gonna cross one arm on top of the other arm. Lift the elbows, tuck the chin down. So if this feels good and you want to go into a little bit more, you can move into an eagle wrap. Otherwise, this is plenty. Open up the arms, switch. Lift the chest, but then around. Perhaps an eagle wrap. And then place the hands on the knees, round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, lift the chest, bring the hands to the heart. Thank you guys so incredibly much for coming to my first comeback in 2021. Today's new YouTube release is officially up, so if you want to go check out my channel and subscribe, awesome. If you don't, also awesome. All right. I will see you hopefully next week, same time, same place, your home. And of course, any payment is totally welcomed, and that includes payments that are not monetary. So please, please, please take care of yourselves. Have a lovely rest of your week ahead. And